Howdy, my name is Press. I'm coming at you with some more Stardew Valley. Alright, TV time. Weather is going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Okay, fortune teller is. Welcome to Warwick's Oracle, the only show where the voice of the spirits channels directly to you. The spirits are in good humor. Hey, a good luck day. That's good. Alright, deeper into the mine we must go. And we should also get some animals. Let's build a coop soonish. Alright, so that's where we're kind of at. How's it going, y'all? Today is the day of the, what do you call it? The dance, so we gotta keep that in mind. Tons of potatoes here, that's great. Let's go and sell all these suckers and see what we can get from that. And then let's water all this and let's make some discussion going on here. We could probably plant a couple parsnips today that we'll be able to carry through watering right up until the last day. I don't know if they'll actually grow because we're on the 24th. Well, this will be an experiment. This will be an experiment is what it'll be, because we'll only buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 parsnips. It's not going to cost us too much money. It'll cost us 280, I believe. And then we'll get to see if there actually is some value in... basically, if you can get that last day when it comes to growing stuff. Because that would be nice to know. All right, so how are we doing on... questions today? What do I got? I wrote down a couple of them. By the way, it's late at night on Sunday, the day before this episode is going up, so just if my cadence is a little bit lower, if my energy is different and everything like that, it's because of that, which actually kind of plays into one of the topics we have for discussion today on our Psych Talks, which has to do with moods, because I know I've seen this question a lot down below from the same commenter, and I thought, why not? Let's talk about this one today as much as we can. Now, the study of moods is a pretty broad one. It's mostly in the study of mood disorders, things which greatly disrupt and affect mood. So it's not necessarily a thoroughly understood or discussed thing, mostly because it's not a thoroughly defined thing. Mood is more of a catch-all term for a whole bunch of different features that we experience. All right, let me just look at what we got around here. All right, I thought maybe we would have some more seeds sticking around. What about you? You're a metal chest. We got some copper. We got some coal. Let's light it up. And you. Okay. And we have some iron, too, that I need to process, so we'll work on that, too. Now, did we give something to What's-His-Face to upgrade for us? We've got our pick, we've got our axe, we've got our watering can, we've got our hoe. I think we've got everything. Let's go see if he's at the place and see if we can't... Let's put that there. Let's see if we can't get him to upgrade the thing. I know that the dance just started, so it might be... Everyone might be at the dance, which is possible. I think that that's actually how this kind of stuff works. But we'll find out. Mood. Mood is kind of the... Oh, it's Wednesday. Store's closed. But what about the blacksmith? So mood is essentially a collection of a whole bunch of different features of your psyche that are kind of acting together. So it's not just emotions. It's not just personality. It's a lot of things. And so because of that, it's hard to define what it is, because it is sort of just a collection of all of those things and how they're adding up at the moment. All right, yeah, so everything's closed. Well, wait a minute. 10? Is he open at 10? Okay. So everybody's at the dance, so we'll head out that way. Hey, buddy. I want to look for bugs, but Mom gets mad when I'm all dirty. It's a tough choice. Strawberry? You like a strawberry? I'm not going to waste it. That's for Maru. I give you a flower, too, but I don't think you're going to be into that. And I'm not going to give you a sword, because that was an expensive sword. Okay, let's head on over to the dance. How about you? How are you doing? All right, cool. Good to talk to you, Jasmine. Really cool person. That's all right. I get it. So because the shop is closed, we're just going to head on over to the dance, because there's not much else we can do today other than, you know, we could try and go down to the, tax collection, mumble. Spring festivities expenses, mumble. He's talking under his breath. It's hard to be Jacksepticeye under your breath. I don't know what he sounds like under his breath. Yeah, see, it just closes off this whole area. All right, let's go do this. It'll be a fun little deal. And then we'll talk mood after this on our second day. We'll have a lot of time to talk about it. But let's enjoy and experience this dance before we go deep into that stuff. Oh, shop. What can we buy at the shop? tub of flowers, daffodil, dandelion, rare crow. Don't have enough for the rare crow. Darn, that's too bad. Because those are always fun to get, those different rare crows. All right, apparently talking to everybody at these doesn't really matter, other than trying to get a date for the dance. Let's see if Maru would actually like to be our date. What's up, man? I wonder if Emily would dance with me. Go try it out, man. She's right here. Can I get you to dance with him? Come on. Ooh, I'm stuffed. Hey, have you tried the red jelly yet? I haven't. Never mind. All right, Maru is who we're gonna try for. Let's look at our menu real quick. Maru, we're only at 2. Or I mean, even at 1, so I doubt we're gonna have a chance. I like dancing, but this one is really stilted. The old timers really love it though. Can I give you a gift? No, we can't even use items here. Come on. Huh? I'm flattered, but no. That's okay, I get it. Next year, and Abigail's probably gonna be the same. I really hate dancing in front of everyone. It's so embarrassing. Mom makes me do it. Would you like to be a dance partner? That's flattering, but I'm gonna have to say no, sorry. Yeah, I think that the only way to get a dance partner the first year is if you've been working on the relationship literally every day for the whole first month of the game. Cause yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's happening. Hey, Haley! We're actually probably pretty good friends, aren't we? I'm practicing my dance moves. It needs to be perfect. I've been Flower Queen for the past 5 years, and I'm not ready to step off the throne just yet. Ew, no. Thanks, Haley. Rude. That's fine. Had a feeling. All right, where's Mayor Lewis? Let's just get this show on the road. I'm angry. No one wants to be my dance partner. Rude. Just dance with your friends. Come on, people. You don't have to. It's not a romantic thing. It's just dancing. Well, shall we start the dance now? Yeah, let's start it. Let's do this. Boop, boop. Poor us. That's fine. Where am I? I'm on the sidelines. Rude. I love how I slowly crawl upwards. Also, Abigail in a little dress. Right? That's Abigail right there? She looks so different in a little dress. Maru looks roughly the same. Oh, and then Haley has the little flower crown I just noticed. Interesting. That was fun. Time to go home. Full end of the day. Yep, that's all right. No worries. All right. Next day, I would like to go into the mines if we have a good day of luck ahead of us. Hey, buddy. Night-night. All right, going to sleep for the night. Pretty uneventful day, but that's fine. Hey, we made about $1,000 in potatoes, though. That's pretty awesome. All right, 25th of spring, year 1. So now we won't be planting any parsnips or anything because we definitely don't have the money to afford that. And we don't have the time either. I mean, we have the money to afford it. We don't have the time for it. Hopefully all this stuff will grow in time. All right, let's get to water and everything, and we'll talk mood. So like I said earlier, before I was so rudely interrupted by the game I'm playing, mood is essentially a collection of features of your psyche, all acting together in order to essentially filter the information that's coming in, the experience that you're having, by that mood. So we call it a valence, right? It's like this thing that kind of boosts certain experiences and then diminishes others. So if you are in a negative mood, then negative experiences are going to get a lot of valence. They're going to be really, really experienced by you. They're going to get a lot of attention. They're going to be experienced quicker. And then additionally, if you're in a negative mood, positive experiences aren't going to really be that prominent to you. You're not really going to be noticing them as much. You might downplay them. You might just not notice them at all. And so the mood is kind of telling your brain how to respond to the way that the environment is treating you right now, right? So if you're in a positive mood, it's going to take things and it's going to tell you to see them as, if you're in a positive mood, it's going to tell you that things are good and you're going to react to things in a good way. If you're in a negative mood, it's going to tell you that things are bad and you're going to react to things in a negative way. Now, why do we have these, right? So there's the question of why in terms of the physiological question, and it has to do with increases in certain hormones and other features of our body. Like I said, it's a whole lot of features that add together. It's not just one set of things. So it's chemical, it's biological, it's psychological, it's everything. It's all adds together, right? So your current heart rate is going to contribute to your mood, just like an experience that you had recently with your friends, just the same as the current amount of testosterone versus estrogen in your body, etc. All of these things will contribute to mood. So saying it's one thing is hard. However, when you're talking about why do we have moods in terms of like why is it beneficial? Why is it something that we do evolutionarily? All right, let me just think for a second. What do we need? We're going to go into the mines, but let's also go and... Oh, we already busted all our geodes, didn't we? I think we did the other day, right? Yeah, because I had some Omni geodes and stuff too, so we did that. So that's cool. Let's put a little bit more copper ore into the furnace here, and then we're actually going to go into the mines. I think that'd be a good use of our time today. Boop. Okay. Let's do this, this, and this. Do I want to get the hoe? We're not going to need to use our hoe at all for a little while, and so we could go get that upgrading. Let's think. Do I want to spend $2,000 and take that away from our potential next season, or do we save it? Heck, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it. Well, no. You know what? No, we're not going to. Because if I go and get a... Did we look at the weather? We didn't even look at the weather today, did we? If I go and get a bunch of iron, we might find out that we actually want to upgrade our... save that money and upgrade our watering can or something instead. All right, partially cloudy with a light breeze tomorrow with lots of pollen. That means those nice little petals are going to be everywhere. Welcome back to Welbeck's Oracle. The spirits are happy, very happy today. All right, we're going to have great luck. Awesome. Living off the land. Fruit trees. Yes, fruit trees are great. I should have some fruit trees, but we don't. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to put away the stuff we don't need. So we don't need you. We don't need you. And that's about it. And so you guys we hold on to... Well, no, we already gave gifts this week, right? Let's look. You guys are all gifted up. So we don't need to keep those for us for gifts either. So now we're just going straight into the mines. Let's do it. Yeah. Okay, so now why is a mood positive or negative, beneficial or detrimental? What makes them good? What makes them bad? Or as far as for us, evolutionarily, right? Because obviously when I say good mood, bad mood, you're going to say, oh, I'd rather be in a good mood than a bad mood. But there are negatives associated with good moods, and there are positives associated with negative moods, because the way that we as people respond to these moods is different, and we act differently. So, when you're in a positive mood, obviously you tend to be happier, you tend to have more positive experiences, you tend to see social situations and other situations as being more beneficial or good towards you rather than negative, and you tend to be a little bit more gregarious and more willing to try different things. Overall, it seems like a very positive thing, right? That's why we call it a positive mood. Downsides, right? Because there are actual potential downsides to having a positive mood. We tend to procrastinate more when we are in a good mood. We tend to distract ourselves more and try and do things that are outside of our... Oh, whoops. I guess that was a thing. We tend to put off doing things. We tend to be a little bit more brash with our decision making because we're a little bit more confident. So we might make mistakes at a more frequent rate when we're in a positive mood, all right? We tend to essentially overestimate ourselves. This can be seen as an extension of a major mood disorder, which is one that some of you may have heard of, which is bipolar disorder, which is a mood disorder. And in that disorder, there are two major emotional states that you go through. You go through what we call depression, which many of you are familiar with, which can, in some instances, be described as an extreme negative mood, all right? Because that's what it is. It's a mood disorder. Depression is a mood disorder, and so depression is a mood. Now, it can have its roots in chemistry, but it can also have its roots in all of these other things that I've talked about. Now, why did I bring up bipolar too? Well, because bipolar swings you back and forth between what we call depression and what we call mania. And mania can be seen as an extreme positive mood. And the thing is when people are manic or in a state of mania, they display a lot of the very negative characteristics associated with a highly positive mood. Overconfidence, delusion delusions of grandeur, taking extreme risks, overestimating our abilities. These are all negative side effects of a positive mood, okay? So, while a positive mood can be beneficial in order to get us to try new things, in order to get us to be more creative, because we tend to be way more creative in our problem solving when we're in a positive mood, it can also be very risky for us. We can take more risks. Now, a negative mood. Like I said, depression can, in some instances, be considered a negative mood. As a result, how does that look in bipolar, and how can that be good for us, right? We always hear of depression as being only a negative thing, and for the most part, depression is a very negative experience because oftentimes depression comes with a loss of energy, and that loss of energy turns it into essentially a 100% negative thing. But when you have an extreme negative mood, but you have a lot of energy, you're actually able to turn that negative mood into some positive things for you. Why is this? Well, we become more reactionary to our environment in terms of reacting to negative stimuli, right? We're aware of them more, so we protect ourselves more. We're like, oh, that thing's bad, I gotta stay away from it. That thing's bad, I gotta stay away from it, okay? That gets us to be more safe when we're in dangerous situations. Being in a bad mood means you're gonna be more aware of the negative things around you and respond to them more, right? So if I was in a positive mood, or if I was manic, I might not be so afraid of things that could potentially hurt me. If I'm in a negative mood, I'm gonna be more likely to react to those things and to try and protect myself from those situations. So it's very beneficial in that way. At the same time, negative mood is going to be associated with a lack of trying to do new things. It's going to be associated with overall negative emotions, so you're going to view things as really bad. Oh, our energy's running a little low. Oh, I should have brought all the salmon berries with us. I didn't even think about that. Crap. All right, well, we'll eat these guys. Do I have anything else on me as far as food is concerned? Oh, man, that sucks. Okay, I just need to get down one more floor, and then we're good, because we'll have reached floor 40, which is where we needed to go for our quest. So the negative mood, as you can see, can be both beneficial and negative, just like a positive mood. So why do we have these? Well, a lot of it comes down to just kind of how people work. Since we're always going back and forth between different mood states, and these vary to a different degree depending on who you are as an individual. Hey, made it down. What do we get here? A slingshot, which I will never use because I'm no good with the slingshot. All right, let's get down a little bit more. Maybe we can find some iron finally now. Yes, iron. So glad. Okay. Further down. Oh, so much iron. This is exactly what I needed. Okay. So hopefully that kind of describes mood to you for the most part. Oh, so how does this work for people in general, right? Well, when it comes to our attachment, say, all right? So this is, me developing a relationship with friends, family, etc. We talk about in human development this idea of what we call a safe base, all right? And a safe base is when we feel comfortable with an individual, we feel comfortable to take risks and other things around them, and we feel like we can rely on them, right? With a child, right? And then we're talking about like with babies now, okay? We have a safe base in our primary caregiver. Generally, this is the mother, but now this is becoming less and less the case. So it can be mothers or fathers, it can be any parent, it can be a grandparent. Your safe base and your primary caregiver is just whoever cares for you the most. And so whoever that is, infants become very comfortable around. And in times of safety, when there's nothing around that could hurt me, when there's nothing around that I'm afraid of, I use my safe base as basically someone who I can turn to if the danger shows up. But beyond that, I can explore, I can try new things, I can be creative, I can learn about the environment, because that's how kids learn. They learn through trial and error, interacting with their environment. Now, if I don't have a safe base, I don't feel confident trying things out. I don't have the positive mood. Essentially what I'm talking about here is when you're in a positive mood, you try things out, you learn, you're creative, you try and figure out how the world works and come up with creative ways of dealing with things for when you're actually dealing with the bad stuff. So it's beneficial to have this positive mood because you're going to be able to react better in the future because you're trying out new things. You're learning more about your environment. On the same token, the negative mood, that thing that makes you more aware, more afraid, more fearful, is going to benefit you in that you're going to be paying attention when the bad stuff happens, and you're going to react to it quickly. You're going to react to it more in a way that's going to be better for you. So overall, these two different mood states that all people go through have their benefits. And so it makes the most sense for people to be constantly shifting back and forth on these different states based on what the environment is currently telling them. And so that's why our mood is a combination of all of the different experiences, thoughts, beliefs, emotions, everything that we're having. Because a mood is essentially our body saying, okay, this is the way that the environment sort of seems to look right now. How am I going to respond to the environment when it's generally like this to me right now? So it kind of gets you into the state to appropriately deal with how you see the environment working right now. Ooh. Let's just see how slowly this moves. It's not that bad. Oh, and then it's got that hammer slammer. All right, it's a 15 to 24. This is a 9 to 17. This is a 2 speed. This is a plus 2 speed. 3 weight. I think our cutlass is probably better. Yeah, probably. Let's go down. We actually made it to floor 45. How cool is that? We actually made it to here, and we got a ton of iron. All right, let's go up to the top. I think that the Adventurers Guild is probably closed, huh? Oh, no, they may be open. They may actually be open until like 9. They are. All right, wasn't I supposed to come talk to you once I got to the level 40? Oh, no, now it says reach to the bottom of the mine. Okay. Well then, let's look at your little list of goals. Kill a bunch of stuff. We'll do that eventually. All right, let me zoom back in for y'all. All right, so today, a slightly shorter episode, just simply because we had the dance that didn't really turn out too well for us, but that's fine. So hopefully my discussion of mood there kind of gave you a broad understanding of what mood is and how it benefits us to have these different emotional states, these general valent emotional states. Both of these parts of human emotional state and mood are beneficial to us. It just depends on what your needs are in the environment. Now, to end this, on a little bit more of like modern day issues with this. Mood disorders are essentially when you're put into an emotional state like this when you shouldn't be, right? I'm in a negative emotional state when really I have no reason to be in a negative emotional state. Everything's going well for me, but I'm interpreting the world in the wrong way. I'm not, maybe some chemical imbalance. This is often the cause of mood disorders, bipolar or depression. Is actually having to do with a chemical imbalance within the brain. So you have too much of certain neurotransmitters, which then causes you to constantly be in the negative mood state or in a certain mood state, or to have swings too far in one direction or the other in your mood state. And that, when it disconnects from the environment, when it's less informed by the environment and is more informed by this imbalance of chemicals, then it's no longer adaptive, right? Because it's not responding to the environment, which is how it's supposed to work. It's instead telling you from the inside what the environment should look like, right? And so that's where you get past the why is it beneficial to why do we actually have these negative ones? Why does this bad thing happen? Why does it pop up when it doesn't really feel like it should be popping up like this? And that's because of this mood disorder. You have something that's causing that problem to have you misinterpret the world, right? So you can think of, in a way, you can think of depression, bipolar disorder, mood disorders as being your body not knowing how to properly respond and view the environment. And so as a result, it's telling you to have the wrong mood at the wrong time. Okay, hopefully that was a good little crash course on moods. I actually had to look up a couple things on that just to be sure that I knew what I was talking about there. But I love that. I love that you guys are inspiring me to go and look deeper into these topics that, maybe I studied. Like, I think mood disorders I haven't studied for like 8 years. But they're really interesting. There's a lot there that's super interesting. If there are more specifics that you guys would like to hear, then please do let me know. Oh, I thought that we maybe had sold something, but I guess we hadn't. Man, we got a lot of stuff in our inventory inventory. We got a lot of stuff going on for the next day, but this is where we're going to have to end this episode. I have a whole bunch of stuff else written down here that I would like to talk to in episodes going forward. I'm just going to list this off because I know a lot of y'all have been asking these questions, and I just want you to know that I have been reading them. So here are the topics that I have written down, just so you know that these are things that I'm looking into and would like to talk about when we get the time. So I got social anxiety. I got, can you intentionally manipulate your own memories? I have, is there a conscious or bodily control of things like hormones, or how to consciously control things throughout your body? I have the topic of addiction, and I have the topic of procrastination. These are all things that I picked just that I saw as I was quickly looking through. There are even more questions on there, and I have read them all. I will put those on my list as well as I get through them. These are the ones that I thought I could get through today, and it turns out I only got through one topic because it's just so easy to talk about this stuff for so long. Anyway, sorry to be going off on a rambling little tangent here at the end. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to give this video a like, a favorite, and subscribe to the channel. If you liked what you heard in the Psych Talk, please feel free to ask questions down below. I love being able to talk about this stuff with y'all, and I love that you guys are continuing to watch as I'm doing this. So with all that, I will see y'all next time.